Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Rainbow Tarot UK here. I hope everyone is doing well. If you've recently subscribed or watched my videos, then a big thank you. And if you're new, then welcome to Rainbow Tarot UK. So in today's reading, we are going to be looking at, is your person thinking about you? Are you on their mind? What are they thinking? And as usual, we have three piles. We have pile number 1, which is the action card and the amber. Pile number 2, which is the blessings card with the green Aventurine, and pile number 3, which is the purity card and the Selenite. Now I've already meditated on the cards and pre-shuffled them. Just a quick note to say, I've said it in other videos, but I tend to shuffle my cards on the question. Whatever cards pop out, I use, and also whatever cards I'm drawn to, I use as well. So that's how I pick my cards. But anyway, let's get straight to the reading and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Hi pile number 1, welcome back to your reading. So today we're looking, aren't we, at, is your person thinking about you? What are they thinking? What's on their mind? What are their thoughts about you and the connection? Now you chose this quite powerful card called Action. Yeah, okay, and you chose the amber stone. Now these sort of colours, if you like, go together quite well, don't they? So I just straight away I'm feeling like this connection or this person is looking for some kind of warmth to come back into this connection. So it makes me feel, and also because this is storm, this shows storm clouds and it says action underneath, and the image is actually quite stormy. So I'm just wondering whether this, for some of you, is somebody that you're in separation from, or that there has been some issue with, or where the relationship has broken down, or it's going for a bit of a rough patch, a stormy patch at the moment, and your person is wanting to bring more warmth, more of a connection back, a warmer connection back. So maybe things have gone a little bit frosty, or a little bit, you've kind of parted in some way, in a kind of bad way or in a difficult way. It also says to me that there might be some, with some of you having this reading, that this could be a relationship that's got a lot of history to it, because amber is basically tree resin that's fossilized over many years. So maybe there's some sort of history to it. But anyway, let's wait and see. Yeah, there's also something about I don't know, maybe there's something about, because with the action as well, some sort of igniting a desire. This person is thinking maybe of a desire to ignite something again, to start up something with you again, because I'm just getting the feeling of fire. I don't know why. So to bring something into life again, to ignite it again, to bring passion back again. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So I've got some love messages here for this particular pile, and then we're going to look at the tarot. And as I do that, if you feel like you want to subscribe, if you enjoy the reading and you want to subscribe to my channel, then please do. Everything is gratefully received. Just means I can bring more readings like this to you in a more frequent way. But anyway, let's get to it. So the first message is, just being near you is intoxicating. Right, so obviously this person is thinking of you, and they're thinking of you in a very like I said before, in a very kind of warm way. You are obviously somebody that they think about, you are very desirable to them. Obviously you have a lot of, I think as well, just a lot of, maybe you have more power in this situation, because to say just being near you is intoxicating kind of gives the impression that that person, when they're in your presence or when they think about you, it's kind of all consuming really, and that you have or they are certainly thinking for them that you have some kind of hold over them or some sort of power. And it could be that that certainly is the case if you've had a long connection with this person, if there's a long history with this person. But also it can mean, for some of you where that isn't the case, that this is a very strong attraction. This is a very strong attraction for them. you know, that they want to take action. They're thinking about taking action, but maybe that means that it will create some kind of storm, some kind of problem, some kind of hiccup or lack of balance, upset the apple cart really. But anyway, let's see what else is coming up. I regret lying to you. So again, this kind of goes, doesn't it? If this is a breakup situation, maybe there's something that's gone on, and that's why we've also got the storm, where there was some kind of excuse me, some kind of difficult breakup situation or some difficulty in the relationship, and where they behaved in a way which wasn't right, and they lied to you. Excuse me if I've got a bit of a croaky voice. So yeah, maybe there's something about, you know, them wanting to say something, you know, because I've got this kind of croaky voice. Maybe they want to say something. Maybe that's proving difficult for them. They're not able to say it to you, but they have regrets. Certainly they have regrets about behaving in a way in which they shouldn't have done. So maybe they're saying the telling of the lies, and that might be why I had that throat issue. The telling of the lies was something that was wrong, and that they know that now, and they regret it. They regret it big time. Okay, so then we have this card, Embrace. Through each other you find missing pieces. So yeah, there's regret and there's a feeling, isn't there, here, of wanting to get back to you. I think the thoughts are, it goes well with the action card, of wanting to get back to you. Maybe this person is thinking, you know, because it says through each other you find missing pieces. Maybe they are feeling that without you they're missing a lot in their life, that you are that missing piece, I suppose, that makes their life complete, that makes their life balanced, that makes their life meaningful, that makes them feel happy and fulfilled. And also in this image as well, I don't know if you can see it, but it just does make me again go back to that point of them feeling that, you know, because this person here is kind of really embracing that person, and I just feel, it just shows that this person is probably really imagining or maybe fantasizing about you both coming back together, but also that they see you as a person that is you know, the stronger person somehow in the situation, somebody that they probably could have really depended and relied upon, and they regret possibly not treating you in the right way when they should have done. But anyway, let's see what the tarot says. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, Seven of Swords, Four of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel that this person wants to express themselves, so that they are thinking about you and they want to express certain things, but they're probably, there's some issue with them around that. There's some blocks to that for them. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and then the card that was at the bottom of the deck, I'm just going to move these over slightly, was the 3 of Swords. So yeah, I definitely feel that for a lot of you, for this particular pile, this is an ex or a breakup situation, or maybe you've had an argument or something's happened, because the 3 of Swords is about, you know, heartache, loss. It's also about very, you know, thoughts that are really having a kind of negative impact on someone. They are really, you know, those thoughts are really kind of controlling them in a negative way, because swords are thoughts really, but it's also causing a lot of pain, a lot of loss. There is a feeling of loss and separation as a kind of general energy in the reading. So that makes me feel that for a lot of you, this is a relationship that is actually in separation, and this person is kind of suffering really. This person is suffering in that separation mode. They don't like it. They want to bring more warmth, as I said, more warmth into the situation, because this is, you know, this is in a This feels like, you know, these are on an ice. This like feels like the Arctic or something, doesn't it? Really, it feels very cold, and maybe they feel very much out in the cold. Really, I mean, they might have been in this situation. I'm just picking up because we have the Three of Swords here. And we have 3 people in this situation, and one person is clearly upset. One of these mermaids is clearly very upset, and the other 2 here are kind of looking on, but they seem to me to be more connected in the fact that they are not expressing themselves in the same way as the other person. So they don't seem as upset, even though they are clearly startled or they're clearly stopped in their tracks, but they're not as upset. And also we have this Temperance card, which to me, it feels like there's 2 choices. So this mermaid is holding 2 conches, isn't she? And she's more focused on one than the other. And I don't know if this is about a 3-way situation. So I don't know if a breakup occurred because there was somebody else involved, a third party. And that might be why the person is saying, I regret lying to you. So maybe there was something in this situation whereby your person went off, or there was another person, they were involved with another person, or they lied about something with another person. It might not have been a full-on relationship, but there may have been some sort of connection, some kind of texting, some kind of flirting, some kind of phoning, something where they made you feel that you were not their main primary choice at that point, because this one in particular shows, you know, this kind of fascination with this larger shell that kind of looks a little bit more impressive, and then you've got this other shell down here, which is something that they're holding that they still value, but their attention has been something that's taken. It's been taken by something that looks a little bit flashier. Might not be flashier, often isn't flashier, but for some reason they've taken that. And it doesn't, and although Temperance does talk about balance and blending, I just think in this particular card, I feel, because even if you look at the water, you know, the water is not balanced. It's kind of going, one side of it is up and one side of it is down. And I just feel that they, that somehow in this situation, they lost their sense of balance, or the situation lost its sense of balance, and they were distracted in some way. And I think that they regret that. I think that they regret that they were taken over by something that was looked like it was better than they already had. They were temporarily transfixed by that, and now they regret it, because we also have right next to that the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords is, generally speaking, a card which talks about, you know, a little bit of trickery, a little bit of deceit. It goes with the Three of Swords, really, a little bit of somebody not really doing what they should have been doing, somebody doing something. And here it shows 3 mermaids thinking about, you know, will we take these swords? You know, these clearly don't belong to us, but we're going to take it. This mermaid has taken the sword. We're going to take it, and we are, even though we know it doesn't belong for us, we're a little bit hesitant, but we're going to go for it anyway. So I just think this person in this situation, and again the candle is going down very low, so that kind of tells me that when they did that, when they did something which jeopardized or sabotaged your relationship, the light went out, the light reduced in the relationship. That's when that happened. There was some kind of betrayal here, because it comes right next to the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is normally a relationship which is happy. It shows 2 people you know, together in love. It can talk about a marriage, it can talk about an engagement, but again we have this kind of Seven of Swords, which again depicts, like here, 3 people. So I'm just thinking, you know, was there a situation in this pile where somebody went off and betrayed your confidence and betrayed your trust, And they are really, really regretting that now. They're regretting because they can see that the relationship, you know, was the real relationship. It was you and them were the real relationship. That was where they were happy. That was where they were at peace. That was where they were contented. That was where there was real love. But they were temporarily blinded by this newness of something else, really. And now they are really wanting, with the Eight of Pentacles, they kind of know with the Eight of Pentacles that they have to work. They know that they have to work hard and they have to come back to you. And I think they would like to come back to you. There is thoughts of coming back to you, I think, but they know they've got to work really hard at it. And in this Eight of Pentacles, it feels to me like you are here. And I think that this situation has been difficult for you because you're carrying all these sticks. I feel this situation has been difficult for you, and here they are wanting to give you back. Yeah, wanting to give the light back to you, the light of the situation back. They want to get the light and the warmth back. They are holding these 8 pentacles. They shine brightly. They feel warm to me. And I feel they're holding that, and they want you to accept the light of the situation again. They want you to accept the situation back. But they know, because you don't really look very impressed in that. And also you might have, because there's somebody behind this person, there's this big stag or deer looking on, and I just feel that maybe in this situation they also have to win back a lot of other people around you. So maybe they did certain things that did not impress the other people around you, maybe family, maybe friends. So they know that they've got to do a lot to really get you on side and get you back in their lives, and other people as well, because you know, other people are also not impressed in this situation. Now we have the 9 of Pentacles, really, which is often a wish fulfillment, and I think that in their mind getting back with you and being with you is a wish fulfillment. Because we have the 3 of Swords here, I'm not sure that they are overly confident that they are going to get that, but they definitely want it. It's definitely a wish for them, and they feel like that they need to now take action, because we have the action card. They feel that they now need to take action. They need to do something to dispel this storm, these storm clouds. They now, you know, so they are thinking, but I feel with this one that they their thoughts are very much about, you know, what action I need to take action now to rectify this situation. And that is what they're thinking, because they sort of, I get the sense that they feel that you have either gone already from them, so it may be that, you know, you have already moved on, and maybe they feel that you have already moved on, or that they know that you are kind of like becoming more distant from them, really. So the wish fulfillment, they are wishing to come back to you. But this 9 of Pentacles in this particular deck is not like the usual sort of 9 of Pentacles, really, because the 9 of Pentacles also is about independent energy. It's about independent energy. It's about making it independently. And perhaps they're thinking, like I was saying before, that you, because we have the 4 of Pentacles here, which I think shows you, and I think what they're feeling is that you are kind of more independent now, that you are, you know, you are making it, you are, you know, you value yourself, you are in a good space. Maybe they're thinking that you're in a good space, that you are settled, that you are able to look after yourself, that you don't need them, and you probably don't, number one, you probably don't need them, and you know that they are thinking that, you know, actually I do need to take action, but as I said before, I'm not confident that pile number 1 is actually going to take me back, because, you know, maybe they have moved on, maybe they have got on with their lives, even though they are wishing that they would like to be able to come back to you. I do feel they want to take action where that's concerned, but I think for them, they are also feeling, along with the 3 of Swords, that you are now moved away from them, and that you have become independent, and that you are coping and that you are, you know, you are able to do that, and that you don't need them, really. I think that's what's going on for them. But they are holding on, I think, in many ways, with the Four of Pentacles. They are holding on still to the memory of you. They are holding on still to the relationship. They are holding on still to what went on between you. And they're holding on, I think, maybe to the hope that this relationship will get back on track. But I think they also know that maybe, you know, you will not receive them. You will not receive them because there has been such heartache and loss and separation. And, you know, they've done something which maybe you find difficult to forgive. But certainly their thoughts of you are very, you know, they are very prominent. They do have regrets, if that means anything to you, number one. They definitely do have regrets. They know they did something wrong. They know they did something that was, that betrayed the relationship, that betrayed you, that betrayed the trust. You know, they would love to be able to come back and bring warmth back into the situation, ignite the situation. But I guess in some ways they don't hold out a lot of hope. But let's just draw one more message card and let's see. Let's end on this message and see what it says. So, what is pile number one's person thinking about pile number one? What is pile number one's person thinking about pile number one? What would they like to say? What is pile number one's person thinking about pile number one? What would they like to say? Now, what does this say? Oh, it says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So it goes with the action, doesn't it? What I was saying is I do feel that even though they don't hold out a lot of hope, they are thinking about taking action very soon. They are thinking about making a move very soon to try to get this relationship back on track. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I feel, yeah, for them, the time for thinking has come to an end. They've already thought about what they want, and very soon it feels to me like they want to take action. Okay, pile number one, that has been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do press the subscribe button if you have. And I will see you in your next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, and welcome back to your reading. So you chose this beautiful, beautiful card called Blessings. So gorgeous. Sorry, so it's just so bright, isn't it? It's got a lovely, lovely image. Very, very pretty. This beautiful yellow bird amongst the pink blossom and with all the green and all kind of waterfall as well. Lots of running water actually, so a lot of emotion I think in this reading already. You also chose the green Aventurine. Now the green Aventurine can often be a stone of good luck, good fortune. It also reminds me of the heart chakra because it's green. So maybe there is, I feel like there's a lot of heart in this reading. There's already quite a lot of love, attraction as well in this reading. But there's something about a need for balance as well, because Aventurine, it talks about bringing harmony between two opposites. So maybe there's a need for balance. Maybe there's been some extremes possibly in the situation. Maybe there's a need to calm it down and bring it into balance. It's also about attracting love and bringing love into a situation, and kind of balancing any issues that haven't been harmonious. So let's have a look and see what else we've got. So we've got blessings. Now I've got some love messages, I've got some tarot, and I'm also going to pull out a love message, another extra love message at the end of the reading, so make sure you hang around for that. But anyway, let's do it. And if you feel like you want to subscribe, particularly if you enjoy the reading, then please do. So we're looking at, aren't we, you know, are you on, is your person thinking about you? Are you on their mind? What are they thinking? So let's start off. I don't react when people mention you. Okay, I don't react when people mention you. Right. Okay, so let's get out the other one. Oh my gosh. I love you. I don't think that's ever come out. Since I've been using this card, I don't think that one's ever come out. So that is a powerful message right there. So clearly they are very much thinking of you, and they love you. And maybe that's why, you know, it says I don't react when people mention you, because it's so, you know, because they have such an overpowering feeling. They don't want to, and maybe there's something about them not wanting to show this kind of really deep love that they have for you. So maybe something's happened whereby they feel like they can't show it in some way. But you are definitely very attractive to them, because this yellow bird, I mean, I feel like this is you to them. So you really stand out, I think, because you can't really help but notice this yellow, bright yellow bird against this kind of green and pink background. So you definitely stand out to them. You are definitely something that's beautiful and attractive to them. I also get the sense that they think that you're very confident, because yellow is associated with the third chakra, which is all about self-confidence, self-belief, that kind of thing. So I think they see you as a very confident individual, somebody who you know, knows their own worth, knows their own value. But I think they see you, because these colours are so bright, I think they just see you as being very tempting and very alluring. There's something about you that's very tempting, very alluring, that they feel really drawn to, with the water in the background. So there's something about you that is just really attractive to them. You really pull them in. That's what I want to say. You really pull them in, and they do love you. They've clearly said that they love you here. So let's see what else, or let's see what this one says. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, so maybe there's been some kind of a break in the situation, or some sort of breakup maybe for some of you, or maybe there's a need for there to be some kind of space in the situation. Yeah, so maybe you're on a little bit of a temporary break of some kind, or some sort of split, and maybe that split was necessary, because maybe it was just getting a bit too intense, too intoxicating. But anyway, let's see. Okay, so let's see what the tarot says. So, are they thinking about you? Are you on their mind? Oh, the star. Okay, so I think you very much are on their mind, certainly. Okay, so this is the shadow. It says the shadow side, but that's actually the devil in this pack. Okay, so that's interesting. You've got the star and the devil next to each other. Sort of almost kind of like polar opposites, really. Alright, then we've got the Three of Cups. Then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. The Hermit. And then I picked a card that was at the bottom of the deck. It's kind of like the overall energy, if you like, of the reading. Okay, and that is the Knight of Cups. Is it the Knight of Cups? Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so in terms of sort of astrological, you know, energies, if you like, we've got Aquarius for the star, we've got Capricorn for the devil, we've got Hermit is Virgo, which is kind of like an earth energy, and then the Hangman represents water energies, really, along with the Knight of Cups, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, so those, I don't know if those kind of signs mean anything to you. Okay, so I mean, they are obviously thinking of you. What I'm picking up with this, I mean, the overall energy is the Knight of Cups, right? So there is definitely love in this situation, romance. They are definitely thinking of you in that way. And I think they are thinking of, you know, in their heart, they would desire to come towards you with an offer of love. So if you've in a temporary split, I think their thoughts are to try to come forward. If this is a situation where it's more of an attraction or a crush situation, because that could also be going on here, they definitely feel like they would like, the overall energy of them is that they would like to come towards you with an offer of love. And because the Knight of Cups is just very romantic, very loving, they're quite a young energy, because all knights are generally sort of young energies, not necessarily in years, but they don't have to be in years, but they have a youngness to them, and they are very kind of idealistic. They're very artistic, very creative, poetic. They feel deeply. They like to express themselves deeply. So I don't feel, and with the I love you card, that is a very, that's not a card that's not a statement that's said lightly, is it? So it feels to me that this person has very genuine feelings of attraction and love towards you. But I do feel with both the Star and the Shadow, so both the Star and the Devil, and it goes with what I was saying with the Blessings card, is that I feel like in some ways you might be a little bit of a temptation for them, and that is what they're thinking, that you are a star, you attract them, you pull them in, a bit like the Blessings. You have got lots of beautiful energy, and you might even be someone that's very popular, or somebody that they look at, because you might have a certain element of you might be big on social media, or have some sort of following or something like that, so that you have that kind of, that sort of star quality, I guess in some ways. But they also see you, I think they see you as being very hopeful and offering them a lot of hope, but also in some way you're a bit of a temptation. So it may be that this person, because we also have the Three of Cups right next to it, might actually be in a relationship with somebody else. So this person might actually be, so I'm just going to have to clean my glasses here. So they might actually be in a relationship, or there might be a third person in this situation, and that is why you are coming across as a little bit of a temptation. And also I get this kind of feeling that there's this sort of like, in some ways they might be really kind of not exactly addicted to you, but there's a really strong pull to you. They feel very much in your kind of power, really, in a way, in your sort of control. They may have, if they are in a situation with somebody else, it might be that this relationship does give them a lot of hope, and they feel a lot of love towards you, but it's also something which is difficult for them, challenging for them, because it's going to cause disruption in their situation. Maybe it is causing disruption in their situation because you have the Three of Cups here. This could be a work connection. You could have a work involvement with this card, because we have the Eight of Pentacles, so it could be a work crush kind of situation here. There might be a lot of people around the situation as well. That's why I'm thinking it's a work situation in some ways, because we have the Three of Cups. But it does bring them, on one level, it does really bring them a lot of happiness, and they do feel a lot of joy and a lot of love for you. But for some reason, it is also a temptation for them. It is something which, maybe it's forbidden, maybe it's some sort of forbidden love for them, that they have to, that they feel that they can't fully, that they can't fully be open about or express themselves about, like they want to with the Knight of Cups. So it feels like it's a real temptation. Sometimes it can feel like a bit of a problem, sometimes it can feel like a bit of an addiction, sometimes it can feel like it's pulling them in, it's luring them in, and maybe they're not available for that, or they can't be available for that. So there is some sort of issue, but it's they definitely have very, very, very strong feelings for that. So maybe they're in a little bit of conflict at the moment in their thoughts about you, because they sense that it would cause, or they feel that they have to, with the I don't react when people mention you, they feel they have to keep it secret, they feel they have to keep it inward, really, and that is somehow sort of creating these feelings of discomfort within them, because we also have the Hanged Man and the Hermit, and it just says to me that this person is possibly a little bit in turmoil about this connection. They are having to, because they are very much in their thoughts, because the Hermit, and both the Hangman and the Hermit, are cards of going inside to work something out, to assess something, to weigh up something. So maybe this situation, because we've got it right under the Devil and we've got it right under the Three of Cups, and it just gives me the sense that maybe this person is already involved with somebody else. This is a third party situation, and they are deep in thought because maybe they're having to make choices, because the Hangman also talks about sacrifice, having to sacrifice something, give something up in order to move on to something new, order to move on to something better. Now the Knight of Cups, which is the overall energy of the reading, is somebody coming forward, bringing a new offer of love. And I feel that maybe this person right now is kind of deep in thought. They may be a little bit inaccessible to you. They maybe have made themselves a little bit inaccessible to you. They maybe have retreated. They maybe have stopped connecting with you right now, because they are thinking a lot and very deeply about what to do next. And they are kind of stuck in that thought at this point in time, because the Hermit and the Hanged Man is kind of in action at this time. It's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of sort of introverted energy and separating yourself off from someone, going inward, going on, doing it on your own, really. So you might be, if this is a sort of a relationship, you might be in separation from this person, but they definitely want to try and come back to you. Or if it's kind of like a crush, an attraction situation where there's another person involved, they are deep in thought about what they can do to get to the Knight of Cups kind of energy, and they know that something, they know that changes have to happen, and they are trying to find that, you know, they are trying to work out, you know, they're trying to become more enlightened about what to do next. But it is a kind of a bit of a stuck energy as well, so they might still be stuck in their thoughts, in their mind, really, about this situation. They know, because, I mean, you might want to listen to the pile number 1, because the Eight of Cups came up in pile number 1 as well, which is again a sort of I just feel that they I mean, maybe if they are involved with somebody else and they've retreated from you because maybe they feel that they have to work on that situation that they're in, this other person that they're with, maybe they feel that they have to try and work on that situation, but that's causing them you know, that's not easy, because that's causing them to debate and assess and weigh up, and they are definitely missing you because they love you. But maybe, you know, maybe you had a situation with them, maybe this was an affair or a third party relationship, and they have gone back to that person because they feel they have to, because maybe they, you know, at that time they saw that the relationship with you was a bit of a temptation. You know, maybe they felt that it was, you know, it was a beautiful relationship, but it was a bit of temptation, and they have to go back to their situation, and then they are trying to work on that. But I do feel that they are not, that situation is not the one that they truly want to be in, because they're telling you that they love you. We've got the Knight of Cups here, and we've got them deep in thought whilst in their retreat about what needs to happen, but they are kind of stuck in that little bit. That's what I would say to you. They are stuck in that little bit, and it says here, let there be closeness between you, but to give each other space. And that's why I feel that sense of retreat probably needs to happen right now, because they need that space to work, to be able to work things out. But they do want to, I think they do, their intention is, with the Knight of Cups, they are thinking about coming forward with an offer of love. But anyway, let's pull out our last card, our last message card, and let's see what it says. So, what is pile number 2's person thinking about? Are they thinking about them, and what are they thinking? What is pile number 2's person thinking about pile number 2? What is pile number 2's person thinking about pile number 2? What are they thinking? Are they thinking? What are they thinking? Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So maybe there's something here in this situation where you need this time apart to actually build yourself up, to love yourself, to gain your self-respect. Maybe this is a message for you, pile number 2. Maybe this situation has caused you some pain, some heartache, and maybe this card is saying to you, use this time to know your own value, to know your own self-worth, and then once you do that, you know, once you also have this space to, because basically we need to give ourselves love, we need to build ourselves up, and that has to come from within. We have to do that from the inside out. And when we get that self-respect and we have done that healing on ourselves and we've done the work which gives ourselves, you know, makes ourselves feel positive about ourselves, irrespective of our relationships or what's going on around us, when we feel confident and happy in ourselves, then we attract and we vibrate at that level, and so we attract someone back who is also confident, really truly confident within themselves, and that makes for a much happier and a better relationship, a happier union. So maybe this card is saying to you, pile number 2, if you are in separation mode, it's time for you also to do your healing work and work on yourself, where you are loving yourself. So no matter what happens, you know that you are worth 100%, you are 100% worth and worthy of great love, of good love, mainly because you give that to yourself. Okay, pile number 2, that has been your reading. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do press the subscribe button, and have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So you chose this card that says purity, and you also chose the stone, the Selenite stone. It's a beautiful Selenite stone here, which goes really well with that card, doesn't it? Okay, so we're asking today, aren't we, is your person, what is your person, does your person think about you? What are they thinking? Are you on their mind? So what I've done, pre-shuffled some cards, I've got some oracle cards, and I've got some message cards and some tarot. So if you feel that you want to subscribe during the reading, then please do as I lay out the cards. But I'm just looking at this purity card first. So this card talks about, you know, new snow, the first snow coming in, sort of clearing and cleansing the landscape, making everything look white and new again. And it just makes me feel that this person, you know, possibly wants a new beginning or is thinking about that for you. So they are thinking of you, but they're thinking about a new beginning, a new start, and that somehow maybe what has gone on before needs to be sort of cleansed and washed away. So maybe something happened before in this situation that wasn't right somehow, or that wasn't very good, and it needs to be sort of purified in some way. Or they want to begin again, they want to kind of wash away everything that's gone before and they want to begin again. But this is I don't know if you can see, this is a white wolf here, and this wolf has 2 different colour eyes. It has a blue eye and a green eye, and I'm just wondering if this person had or has 2 sides to them, or whether they had 2 sides to them. So if it was something where we're talking about an ex or somebody from before that you have been involved with. Maybe they had, when you were with them before, two sides to them, and that may cause some difficulty somehow in the relationship. So maybe that's just something to be aware of. Maybe there's kind of like there was two sides in the situation before, but I can feel from this card that what they want is they definitely want, it feels like a new beginning. They want a fresh start. They want to bring something, some sort of cleansing, some healing maybe to the situation, because that's also a little bit about the selenite. You know, the selenite talks about cleansing, bringing light into a situation. You might want to listen to pile number 1, because I think there was also something around that as well. If you can hear a yappy dog in the background, I apologise, it's my neighbour's dog. Sometimes it can, bark a little bit loudly. In fact, what I might do is just quickly shut the window while that happens. Just bear with me, pile number 3. Hopefully that means we won't be disturbed too much. Okay, so let's have a look at our messages. I am afraid to contact you. Okay, so maybe this is about an ex situation or relationship that you've already had with somebody. I am becoming a better person. Yeah, so that would kind of go with this whole, I feel like your person maybe has gone through a bit of a transformation, or they feel they've gone through a bit of a transformation for the better. They feel like they've cleansed themselves, they've purified themselves in some way. So maybe they did something in the relationship that wasn't right, and they feel bad about that, they feel guilty about that, and maybe that relationship has been a trigger for them or a catalyst for them to improve themselves in some way. And maybe they're feeling, well, they're thinking, well, I've done a lot of work on myself now, and I would like to be able to come towards you, but I'm afraid because of what went on before, and maybe pile number 3 will not accept me. So then we've got, at times, we've got the card surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Okay. So let's come back to that, because I'm not quite sure how that fits in, but we'll come back to it. So let's have a look at your tarot. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords. So that also talks about new beginnings. And also talks about truth, new beginnings and truth. Six of Swords. Six of Wands. The Hierophant. King of Wands, 5 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and then I picked the card that was at the bottom of the deck for the kind of overall energy, if you like, of the reading, and that is the Magician. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel that your person is obviously thinking about you, and with the Magician being the overall energy of the reading, it kind of fits in with this whole purity card, and this kind of work that they've done on themselves, because I feel that the overall energy, their overall thought is to manifest, because the Magician is about manifesting. It's about using all the resources, everything you've got in your power to manifest and bring into being something that you really want. Now, obviously, because this is about, are they thinking about you? This is what the reading is about. I'm sensing that they want to manifest a new relationship with you. So like a new beginning, a brand new beginning. They want what has gone before to be washed away, to be covered, if you like, in that lovely white snow, for it to be pure, for it to start almost like a kind of newborn, really, like a brand new beginning. That is their thought, that is what they want to do, but there is fear, because we have this 5 of Cups, and also I'm afraid to contact you. There is kind of fear within them to whether you would want that, because they are worried, I think, maybe, if they've done something in the past, They are worried about how you might respond to that. Also, with the surrender card, I just feel like this is also about, you know, we need to, that in their mind, they are thinking we need to kind of completely get rid of, and I'm not saying it might not be that easy for you, pile number 3, but for them, their thought processes, because my feeling is that with the Hierophant card here, that they've gone through a little bit of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual transformation, or they have transformed in some way. So my sense is that this is possibly someone that you had a relationship with. It feels like a kind of like an ex reading here, or you had some kind of connection with, and you're in separation mode from them, but they are thinking, and in that time span they went through some kind of kind of light bulb moment, if you like, some kind of epiphany, something happened where they realised that their behaviour before was not right, which is why they then went on to do some work on themselves, some healing on themselves. You know, we've got them saying, I'm becoming a better person, but I'm still afraid to contact you, and this whole kind of white purity image just tells me that they've done a lot of work on themselves, or they feel they've done a lot of work on themselves, and they are thinking that they want a brand new start. They want a brand new start where it's more truthful, more honest, more where you both get the chance to speak your truth in some way. That is what they are thinking. That's what's on their mind. Now, my only thing to say to you, pile number 3, is because the Magician card, just and also because we've got the King of Wands, and also because I've noticed that the eyes of this wolf is 2 different colours, it makes me feel that, you know, maybe you just, if they do approach you, and I feel that they will approach you, even though we're talking about what they're thinking, my feeling is that their thoughts are about this new beginning and them wanting to approach you. There is this fear, but I feel they will overcome that and they will do that. But you just need to be a bit careful, really, because we have this, you know, these 2 different colours still showing up. We have the Magician card here, so there might still be an element of you needing to have some discernment in the situation, really, if they come towards you, which I think they will do, because there might, you know, they might feel they've gone through this whole healing process, and they probably have healed a lot of themselves, but it's just something to be aware of, that you might need to be a little bit, show some discernment and some caution if they come back towards you, because I mean they are, you know, they are with the Hierophant and the King of Wands, you know, they are thinking about coming back to you again to start something new, something committed, something honest and trustworthy. And with the Hierophant, you know, this is the Taurus energy, so Taurus might mean something to you. And with the King of Wands, we have, you know, the fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. You know, I don't know if those astrological signs mean anything to you, but again, the King of Wands is, you know, a fabulous guy in many respects, or not necessarily a guy, but an energy in many respects. They're very much, you know, very much in charge. They're, you know, in command of themselves. They're very confident. They're very outgoing. They, you know, often the charismatic. They are very passionate. You know, but I don't know why, but I just feel like I need to sort of caution you to have some reservations with this particular person if they come back towards you, and I feel they will, and they certainly do have thoughts about that, wanting to show you their passion, wanting to show you that they are now honest and changed and different, and that they've kind of done a lot of healing on themselves, and that they've, you know, that they are much better, they're a much better person now, and they do really want to show you that. But you've got this kind of 5 of Cups here, which is shows, you know, disappointment, and I feel this is you, that you had disappointment and loss in the relationship, that it was, you know, hard, that the breakup was hard, that it was painful. And they, you know, that's still around for you. So maybe they just need to be aware that they might have done all this healing on themselves, but maybe they just need to be aware, and maybe you need to make them aware that you might not have caught up as much with them, and that things are still quite painful for you, so they might need to be a little bit patient, because I think with the Four of Wands that they do want to come forward with this kind of commitment, and they want to kind of, I mean, what I'm sensing is they maybe want to whitewash over what went on before very quickly. They maybe want to whitewash over what went on very quickly, and move on very quickly, because they've done all their healing and all their work on themselves. But they just need to be reminded that you are the other person in the situation, and that you need to still have time to get over what went on before. So that might mean that, with the Ace of Swords, that they need to be prepared to talk openly and honestly, and to process what went on before, and to come up with a better plan of how things are going to be different, so that you can get to this Four of Wands situation, and that in that period of time, that you show some discernment, that you let them show and prove that they are changed, and that they really are a different person, and that they are becoming a better person. But for them, they are definitely thinking of you, they are definitely thinking of the relationship, they are definitely thinking of how they can come forward, how they can manifest the relationship again. For them, they don't want to be focused on what's behind them, they want to be focused on what's in front. They want to be focused on this Two of Cups. They don't want to be still caught up in the feelings of loss and disappointment and heartache of what went on before. They want to look towards the Two of Cups. But they're fearful, I think, as I said before, there is a little bit of fear in them of how you might be received. I think they will overcome that, because we have the overall energy being the Magician. But they're fearful at the moment, which is why you might still be in separation, you might not have heard from them. But I think that they are working on themselves, and they will work on themselves, but they just need to be, when they do come forward, I just think you need to be aware that they need to be patient with you, and they need to let you process everything that went on maybe between you, and that they need to be prepared to not whitewash that, but that actually does need to be, the two of you do need to come together and talk about that. But in terms of them thinking about you, yes, they definitely are. They are definitely thinking about a concrete plan of how to come forward, how to manifest you. They know that what has gone before for them, what has gone before has to be released, has to be surrendered. For them, it's like a brand new beginning. They want a brand new beginning, but they're frightened because they are not sure of the reaction that they're going to get from you. And for you, pile number 3, you might have moved on, and you might not, you don't have to accept anyone that comes forward for you. But in their head, they are genuinely thinking that they would like a brand new beginning with you, and to manifest that, and for it to be completely clean and clear. You just might need to remind them that it's not just a question of clicking your fingers and just because you said it, it's going to happen. It needs to be sort of properly talked about, and you both need to process that, and come up with a plan, and they need to kind of prove that to you, that this time round it's going to be a better situation, that they're going to be more consistent and reliable, and as well as showing you passion, and because I do think there is a lot of passion for you. I do feel they have a lot of passion for you. They do have a lot of attraction for you, and they do think that they could be very happy with you again. Okay, but let's just to finish off the reading, let's pull out another card and see what comes up for you both. So what is pile number 3's person thinking about pile number 3? What are they thinking about them? What are their thoughts? What is pile number 3's thoughts? Pile number 3's person's thoughts about pile number 3. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah, so it seems to me, and that's very much in line with what the whole reading has been about, that they really want to make the effort now to come forwards and manifest you. But again, this image shows one person doing a little bit more of the effort than others, and I do feel that they are maybe possibly more in line with that than you are, really. So they, like I say, they've done all this healing, they've done all this work, they've gone through this transformation, and now they're ready to make the effort. And they're maybe forgetting that you might not be in exactly the same place, but they want to make the effort, and they do want to come towards you. But you know, you might have, and that might be why there was a little bit of I'm afraid to contact you, because you might have some reservations, and on a sort of intuitive level, if you're in separation and you're not in contact, they kind of know that. So they know that they need to do a lot to work on the situation, and you need to remind them that they need to do a lot with you, rather than just come in and say, yeah, everything's all right now, I've sorted myself out and we can start anew. Yeah, so they need to make the effort to listen to you and to work in tandem with you to get the relationship back on track, if you want that in pile number 3. Okay, so that has been your reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do press the subscribe button and have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.